What is the right size and composition of our colleges to better serve our students, faculty, and staff? I'm fairly certain that you've heard that a plan was distributed that included options to reorganize colleges. So it seemed important to talk to you about that process. Why are we doing this? What are the implications for our college? President Cook has been saying for quite some time that we need to make some drastic changes to respond to our budget challenges. I talked about these budget challenges at our college meeting last week. The university has to return $2.9 million from our current budget because we have fewer students this year than last. Our college had to return $153,000, which resulted in the loss of 2 vacant positions in human sciences and education. The university is facing another reduction of $7.6 million for the next biennium. President Cook has tried to prepare us for possible disruption. He has told us that these changes may be painful. The president has told us that some programs will probably be eliminated because of high cost. Those cuts will be announced in January. Do you remember the phrase he used when he met with our college? He told us that we are going to have to rip off the Band-Aid as a metaphor for responding to the budget challenges. He recently told the forum that we are considering all options. Today, he announced one of those options, a plan to reorganize colleges. Why would we reorganize colleges? There are 2 answers to that question. One is related to budget, and one is related to organization. In terms of budget, we've lost faculty and staff positions because of voluntary retirements. This approach is problematic because strong programs that happen to have a vacancy can be hurt, while weaker programs remain. Faculty, staff, and stakeholders reasonably ask about administration. Do we really need all of those administrators? We have several deanships that are currently vacant. So we asked ourselves that same question. Could we save some money if we combined colleges? You may recall that a few years ago, Huron recommended exactly that. They recommended that we combine colleges. So it seemed logical to consider college reorganization as at least one strategy to respond to our budget challenges. The second reason for this is organizational. How many separate colleges does a university with 10,000 undergraduate students need? And if we're going to reorganize, what makes sense? Back to one of the questions I asked at the beginning of this video. What is the right size and composition of our colleges to better serve our students, faculty, and staff? I've told you that transparency is important to me. So let me pause to explain the process that led us to this point. The president asked deans and members of his cabinet to think about ways to respond to our budget challenges since he started. So we have been considering options for reorganizing colleges. Those options were shared at a leadership assembly this afternoon, and there are dramatic implications for our college. Please know that these options are a starting point. We expect Faculty Senate and Staff Senate to review. We expect you to take a look at these plans and share your thoughts. How did we develop the options? We started by considering the recommendations made by Huron. This option, which we called the stapler approach, included combining our college with the College of Health Professions. They also recommended combining the College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences with the College of Math and Sciences. This approach is probably the easiest operationally because it combines all programs in one college with all programs in the other. But do these recommendations make sense? Especially for some of the programs in our college. There are already collaborations with some faculty in our college with faculty in health professions. But what about programs in our college that are more design or business oriented? How do they fit in a new college that includes health professions? So we started reviewing options that looked at fit and synergies between programs. But these other options that we're proposing are more disruptive organizationally and represent a more dramatic change, especially to some programs in our college. Now, I have to tell you that I'm worried about this process. I'm worried that this reorganization could mean that some important programs in our college will be moved to a different one. These programs have been an important part of our identity as a college. When I interviewed, I told you that I was attracted to this deanship because I thought the alliance of programs from the home economics tradition with programs in the School of Education was strong. Human sciences and education already demonstrate synergy. Our current college structure is one that has become common on other campuses, so options that include moving the School of Education to another one would go against that national trend. The Huron option continues to include the School of Education in a reconfigured college. But would such a college be too big? Would faculty in the school see a better fit in one of the other options? Will programs that emphasize design in our college feel like there was a better fit in other colleges? Will our programs that are more business-oriented see a better affiliation with programs from the College of Business? These are some hard questions for us. Although reorganization can create some exciting opportunities, it is going to create a lot of uncertainty. And it's coming at a time when we are still recovering from a pandemic. When we are already feeling stretched thin, feeling overworked, feeling overwhelmed. We are stressed. I hope we can support each other through this process as we consider possibilities. Take care.